seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Start the drive. Kramer. And he's got room. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 25 yards that time. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive, INT. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's got it. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus, and indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. This is caught by Evans. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They'll look to throw again. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Arnold. The ball situated at the 9. 2nd and goal. Back to throw again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside 3rd of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and the Bucs take a 3-0 lead.
I think we can safely say they came out to be aggressive on the opening series, Charles. They didn't run the ball once. All that passing, it does get them the 3-0 lead.
I think what we saw there, partner, is a true definition of football balance, which means doing what you want to, when you want to on offense. And in this case, it was throwing the football. They may mix in running the football a little bit more as this game goes on. But this opening drive, while it stalled out, it still gave them 3 points.
Mayfield and the Panthers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Bucs, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Mayfield. That's complete to John Ross. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now the stiff arm created some space initially, but he's taken down not long after. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Looking to throw again on second down. Mayfield. He finds his man complete. That's Jordan. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers and a first down here. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive.
Mayfield with it once more. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays that we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
On third down, Mayfield. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
From the red zone now, Mayfield. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense. It's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Now Mayfield on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Kramer. Evans has it left side. And he's going to get this
this one down to the edge of the red zone. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Being chased out left and in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Chris Godwin, his 6th touchdown of the season. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. The drive starts with a completion left side. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Mayfield. That caught by Trimble. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He stiff-arms him. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw, Mayfield. And it'll be caught in the end zone for the Carolina touchdown by DJ Moore. From 19 yards away. And the Panthers have cut it back within a score. Extra point put through by Succop. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
To throw on 2nd down, Kramer. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
On 4th down, Kramer. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a 1st down. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Kramer. And he holds it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Cade Otton, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. The Bucs ready for the kickoff, and here we go. It's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Jordan. And out across midfield down to the 45. That one goes for 30 yards. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield.
Open man left side. It's the tight end Trimble. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mayfield.
There's Trimble, the tight end.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 23 yards the pickup there. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the 1st half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. That is caught at the 7.
And the Panthers are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
Now Mayfield. He's got it for a Panther touchdown.
Tommy Trimble from 8 yards out. And the Panthers are back within a score. Extra point up and good by Succop. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. Will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This is caught by Evans. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. And even 80 yards. Throwing on 1st down. Kramer. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Cade Otton with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bucs will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. Another try after the 1st down sack. Mayfield. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Final play of the half, Mayfield. He's going to go for a big play downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we're at halftime here on a Monday night as we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando. It's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this 2nd half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
To throw again on second down. Mayfield. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Following the sack, Mayfield and the Panthers staring at a 3rd and long here. They'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Cade Otton from 8 yards out. And the Buccaneers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it.
And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football. Still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about it.
Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Buccaneers take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is now 24. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
He finds his man, complete. It's Jordan. And again, it's Mayfield. And he's got his big tight end here. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Mayfield now. He's got the connection to Moore. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. Here's second and a yard. Mayfield knocks this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Mayfield to throw it. Looking for the out. And the ball is knocked out. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
I know a lot of defensive coaches have certain guys on their squad that they look to as drive stoppers, guys who can make big plays, interceptions, knock it free. In this case, they didn't need one. The offense supplied it for them, just dropping the ball.
Yeah, and that was after they were doing. And he's got a man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. On first down, Kramer. He'll check this one off to Fournette. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. So first and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, 30 yards. And the Buccaneers get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much... And that's caught inside the 35! And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. Throwing, Mayfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
We know he has a lot of confidence in his arm and likes to force it downfield, but the coverage was tight there. Fortunate it wasn't picked off.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Here's Mayfield. He finds his man complete. That's Jordan. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Back to throw again. He finds his man complete. It's Jordan. And the Panthers are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Panthers get a bit closer. Suck up for the extra point. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They're obviously right now in the driver's seat, comfortably ahead. They've scored on a couple straight possessions, Charles. And, I mean, for them, I guess it's just more of the same, right? Keep doing what you've been doing.
Yeah, it's not typical for us to see games out of reach in the third quarter. Right now, they're unstoppable in this one. And seeing how they just came out onto the field, it does appear like they're done scoring points.
1st and 10. Kramer. He's got Otten. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Throwing on 1st down. Kramer. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bucs are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Taking it about the 1. And they'll be backed up a bit to start as he's out of bounds at the 16. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Shaquille Barrett has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the 1st down sack. Mayfield. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And this is caught. He hits more. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. He finds his man, complete. That's Jordan. A 1st down throw for Mayfield. That is caught inside the 5. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense, another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear. When you got all those people in front of you, almost impossible to have a good completion percentage.
Hubbard is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. 3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. To throw, Mayfield. Touchdown, Panthers. From 4 yards out. And the Panthers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. So still throwing here in the 4th quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. So we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
That's good for a Buccaneer first, to pick up of 12 yards. Operating from the gun, Kramer. And his throw here's incomplete. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
To throw on third down, Kramer. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Arnold. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Fournette, a first down carry. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. They'll swing this out to Fournette. Down inside the 10. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. Fields it right around the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mayfield. He finds his man, complete. It's Jordan. Let's see, the Bucs with 6 DB, so a dime set here on third down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him, and after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go through with such little time remaining. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. On 1st down, Kramer. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. At this point, down big, you have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. They've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a